Good morning to you. It is 6 o'clock. We're with you all the way through until 9 a.m. Rob Rinder is here, the judge himself, and Susanna from 6:30. First to our top story this morning. NHS staff have told Good Morning Britain that thousands of frontline medics could quit if the government goes ahead with its no jab, no job policy, a move that would make staff shortages even worse. Let's go to our correspondent Nithya. Duty nurses to come into work, and that, of course, was before this rule was brought in about getting the jab. So where does that leave, that hospital and others? Prince Harry says that he warned the boss of Twitter that America was facing a coup the day before rioters stormed the Capitol buildings in Washington. Well, his wife Meghan has also spoken out, saying that tabloid newspapers should come with a toxic health warning. Well, the interventions by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have not gone down well in the US, where commentators say that they have overstepped their place. Well, they certainly know how to provoke a reaction, don't they? Elsewhere in the news this morning, former Cabinet Minister Sir Geoffrey Cox could face an investigation over claims that he used his parliamentary office while working on his second job. Deputy's leader of the Labour Party, Angela Rayner, has described it as a brazen breach of the rules. Jonathan Swain is at Downing Street. Issue this morning, or allegations certainly of sleaze. Jonathan, just talk us through it.
Yeah, Ranvir, take a deep...
Now, clean fuel is the key topic on the agenda at COP26 today. As Jonathan was mentioning there, the Prime Minister will be there. Creating greener transport is something that is already being pioneered in Scotland, thanks to whiskey. Juliet Dunlop, get it wrong, Celtic, yeah. That would be a crime. Tell us what's happening there and why whiskey is fueling this. Some showbiz of the biggest variety. Lady Gaga dazzled in purple at the premiere of the movie about the real-life murder of Maurizio Gucci, the head of the famous Italian fashion house. The actress said she spent months preparing for her role in the film. Reporting now. Let's take a look at the weather. Our woman who has all the swag when it comes to forecasting is Laura. Good Morning Britain here with you all the way through until 9 o'clock. The brilliant Rob Rinder is here, bringing his own sense of order to the show. Susanna here, as always, from 6:32. Now, boxing, royal travel and weather where you are. Now, let's talk about an NHS nurse who doesn't want to have the vaccine. She spoke anonymously to our reporter, Nithya Rajan. She says that she feels her human rights are being abused by being forced to have the vaccine. I feel doesn't sound like you can't say, oh, there's an anti-vaxxer. People have these opinions of different people, but she's got a fair point, hasn't she, until spring. Do you think that that will push more people who have resisted it so far, like it did in the care home sector?
I think
numbers of people in buildings, to care for people, because I think perhaps from other people's point of view, it's like, well, I'd rather have somebody who is unvaccinated but had all the experience of that woman there than somebody who was less experienced, more prone to making mistakes. 6:23, Vic Hope is here with details of that this morning. Susanna and Rob Rinder here in a moment, not to be missed. First, here's Laura with the weather.
No, not really.
I have no idea.
No, Rob, I'm with you because I know what...
Her royal title in introducing herself. And I think that that is what sticks in the craw, is that the phrase, for many people, isn't it? Is that you leave the you appear to hate. And you appear to be, you're in a prison, it's a cage, you can't be yourself. And you use that. It's a question, isn't it? You use it, I think. Using your title and not going, hi, I'm Meghan, but using your title. It just shows, doesn't it, that I think people see that as slight hypocrisy, possibly. Yeah. It's interesting conversation.
That's in the gift of the Queen, though.
Some of the news of the day.
Yeah. You've got plenty.
Yeah. There's a little bit around. Of course, this is an issue that affects so many people, and many of you have been texting in with your views on this. The NHS staff who've told Good Morning Britain that thousands of frontline medics could now quit if the government goes ahead with its no jab, no job policy, making staff shortages even worse. Our correspondent, former Cabinet Minister Sir Geoffrey Cox, could face an investigation over claims he used his parliamentary office while working on his second job. Deputy Labour leader Angela Rayner has described it as a brazen breach of the rules. Jonathan Swain is at Dan. She's losing her career.
Work as a nurse,
right.
I respect and admire that. However, I can't agree that it's her human right to go to hospital.
Sajid Javid to, the health Minister's Health Secretary to now say that all NHS frontline staff will also have until spring. Do you think that that will push more people who have resisted it so far, like it did in the care home sector,
I think it will.
have it?
And in the